What's up, dudes? Welcome back to the Vault. The film I will be reviewing today is How to Train Your Dragon 3, The Hidden World, which is funny because incidentally, one of my body parts is named after the main dragon in this film. So, yeah, having said that, let's just jump straight into it. This one opens on a ship in foggy, murky waters before a jailbreak, which doesn't really go as expected, doesn't really go to plan. Pretty much all of the original cast from the previous two films return for this one. There's Jay Baruchel, America Ferrara, Kate Blanchett, Jonah Hill, and just a smattering of other well-known actors and actresses. Everyone involved, acts their parts well, and each character from this franchise has become a staple of these films. As much as the dragons have, just very recognizable characters and very recognizable dragons. The story continues on, and we now join Hiccup as chief of his tribe with the Vikings and the dragons living in harmony before they are challenged by a new threat. The story is incredibly sweet and will honestly appeal to all ages. And this one, definitely has the markers of it being a finale in the franchise. And what a great final film to end on. It honestly ticks all the boxes in terms of storytelling and the animation, even for someone like me who isn't really a huge film of these films. And the relationship between Hiccup and Toothless is also given more emotional weight and just works really well because that's what the first film was really predicated on, is the relationship between this boy and his dragon, and they just really brilliantly build upon that relationship even more in this final film. The story as a whole just comes to a really satisfying and lovely conclusion. The animation is just absolutely outstanding. DreamWorks is behind this film, so you'd expect nothing less. But they honestly went above and beyond. Each scene is big and bold and beautiful, and really shows you the true scope of this world. Whether it's the village of Berk, or the hidden world, both of which just explode with just color and imagination. You can tell that each scene was lovingly crafted by people who care about this world and the characters that reside within it. The attention to detail is also really wonderful. The majority of the scenes, in the majority of the scenes, there's always something going on in the background, from the blades of grass, all the way to the facial tics and expressions of the Vikings and the dragons themselves. Just the attention to detail in regards to the scale and color of each scene is just amazing. It's just fantastic stuff. There's also humour for all ages. Mostly for kids, but there is a few jokes that would tickle the adults, that would tickle the parents. Mostly, though, the laughs come from Toothless's interactions with the Light Fury. And my personal favourite running joke in this film was one character's infatuation with Hiccup's mum. My only issue with this film is that I felt like the end battle scene was maybe just a teensy bit rushed. And it was kind of hard to keep up with what was going on. But other than that, I really enjoyed this film. I enjoyed it more than I actually thought I would. And one thing I learned from this, I now have a new mating dance. So that should be fun if I ever get to use it. So there we have it, guys. There's my review for How to Train Your Dragon 3, The Hidden World. Let's jump to the two most important questions. Question number 1, is my penis really named after the Night Fury in this film? But if it was really named after the Night Fury in this film, I guess it would be called Toothless. Okay, I've definitely kind of backed myself into a corner there. We'll come back to that maybe in this video or another video. Question number 1, would I recommend this film? I'd highly recommend this film. I've never been a huge fan of this franchise. But if you've seen the first two films and you love them and you're a huge fan, then definitely go and watch this third film, because as a person who's not a huge fan, I still really thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'm thinking, as someone who's a bigger fan than me, you would probably love it even more than probably I did. So I'd 100% recommend it. Question number 2, does this film belong in the vault? I would say yes. Again, I definitely think it belongs in the vault. Not because of the story. I mean, the story is great and it wraps up really nicely. But for me, the animation was just out of this world. There was just something about it. Just each scene just put something better, than the previous one before it. And I was honestly, and I'm not usually blown away by animation. The older I get, I find myself less and less blown away by animation. But for this film, the animation was just amazing. So there's that little diamond star. It's gone away, wherever it goes, to the hidden world with all the dragons. And yeah. So we have it, guys. There's my review. As always, if you like this video, let me know if you like the film, more like if you like the film, let me know what you liked down in the comments, what you liked about it down in the comments below. If you didn't like it, let me know why you didn't like it in the comments below. It's a conversation here. And as always, guys, if you like what I'm doing here, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, your family, your pets, loved ones, everybody. And until the next one, peace and love, my dudes.